You're tuned in to the TVL Rundown, a comprehensive look at the athletics and athletes within the Twin Valley League. Joined by Jeff Wurtz of the TVL Spotlight, I'm Max Blaske with KNDY. The TVL Rundown is a service of the Citizens National Bank in Greenleaf and Bruna Implement.
Another reason to make the Citizens National Bank your bank. With the century of experience, you know you can count on us for convenient banking and personal service for people you know and trust. With extended hours and online banking for all your financial needs. Another reason to make the Citizens National Bank your bank.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
Welcome into this week's edition of the TVL Rundown, joined as always with Jeff Wurtz of the TVL Sports Spotlight. We're going to keep it short and sweet this week and do a quick rundown of how the TVL tournament panned out. I'm going to start with the girls' side. Congratulations to the Centralia Panthers winning this year's championship. They defeated Lynn in the championship game, while Blue Valley placed third over Axtell. I think taken away from that girls' bracket, Jeff, we talked about it all week leading up to it, one of the deepest brackets we've seen, and Centralia, I think, dominated their way into another championship.
And, you know, we talked about how deep it was going to be. I don't think we realized how deep it was going to be because there were multiple teams. I'll be honest, I didn't have on my radar that finished very well in this tournament. And I'm excited by that. That really peps me up for the end of this season.
It really does. And, you know, for some of those teams, just looking at what seedings were before, and of course you can put so much emphasis into that, but the last 4 seeds remaining were the 2, 5, 6, and 8. So pretty incredible run there for the Twin Valley League girls. As we look at the boys, it was dominated by Hanover. They won the championship over Axtell, while Doniphan West got the 3rd place victory over Clifton Clyde. And I'll use that word domination again. The Hanover boys, we've talked about them all season, but they look like a well-oiled machine at this point of the year.
There's really not much missing from Hanover. They are playing very well. They're playing team ball. They're not only playing team ball, when they do have to play one-on-one, you can trust every one of them. That's what's really incredible about this. If you get a breakaway and it is one player, you can trust him to make the right decisions, and that is what makes Hanover very dangerous.
And this year's team under head coach Corey Jensen is so deep as well. I know I've talked with him about the availability to throw out players and to succeed. And they've done a great job defensively, too, in that tournament, holding teams to 40, 37, and 48 in those games. Now, I know one that will be next week, and I'm sure we'll chat about it, but Hanover at Axtell next Friday. That one I know Axtell's going to come out with a fire lit under their rear end and expect a great one next Friday.
Yeah, I don't think Axtell's going to rest on their laurels in that game. They are going to come out ready to go and probably have that one not only circled on their calendar, but circled as many times as humanly possible because they want that game.
I know you said it last week, they've created quite a nice rivalry here in the Twin Valley League, and everyone got into action on Tuesday. We're going to have a lot of Twin Valley League action coming up Friday, and I just want to talk about the game that I'm going to be at, Jeff. Washington County at Frankfort. For both boys and girls teams, these are teams that maybe haven't met up to their expectations this year, but I think a great one, especially in the boys. We saw it first round of the tournament, an overtime game, and 2 teams that are just going to go out there, fight, compete, and create a heck of a broadcast that's going to be on FM 95.5.
It's a litmus test game. I always call this a litmus test game because you're going to find out what these teams really have. Sometimes you have to play up. Sometimes you have to pace yourself a little bit. These 2 teams are so evenly matched we are going to see excellent gamesmanship in this one.
And another one that's poking out on the schedule, it's Hanover at Centralia. We know what the girls' game is going to be like. The boys' game's going to be exceptional too as well. And as we pivot and look at this week's Basketball Coaches Association polls, Centralia girls come in ranked number 3 in Class 1A Division 1. In girls 1A Division 2, it's Hanover at 3, Lynn at 5, and Axtell at 10. And then on the boys' side, Hanover and Axtell are 1 and 2 in 1A Division 2, while the Lynn boys are getting the crack at number 9. So I think we talked about it, Jeff, and that's excluding 2A teams like Doniphan West and Valley Heights girls that have been in and out of the rankings so far this year. I would completely expect none of that to change going in this week. And once again, TVL making the state on notice about what they can do.
It's a given. Death, taxes, and the TVL. It's just so good. We didn't deserve, quite frankly, what we got last week because it was great basketball from beginning to end. And we should just be thankful that we get to do this job.
We say it every week. I think we have the best job in the state covering the Twin Valley League. As always, Jeff, you've got the stats, stories, and scores for the TVL. Where can everyone find those?
Head on over to tvlspotlight.blog. I will also have a podcast up today on tvlspotlight.com.
Another week of the TVL Rundown has come and gone. We thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week as the end of the basketball season gets even closer here on the TVL Rundown.
You've been tuned in to the TVL Rundown, a comprehensive look at the athletics and athletes within the Twin Valley League. Joined by Jeff Wurtz of the TVL Spotlight, I'm Max Blaske with KNDY. The TVL Rundown is a service of the Citizens National Bank in Greenleaf and Bruna Implement.